Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. To throw right away is Howell. That's complete to Turner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this Bears defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Powerful running. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Escape in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. It's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming up?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And a able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here's Fields. Here's a diving catch right side. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic. Turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd down, Howell now. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. DeMarcus Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Flushed out right. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
After the sack, you can understand it. Maybe been a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. On the draw, it's Gibson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And Howe will throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
A 61-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before the break. Fields looking deep here for Mooney. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Now he's loose at the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bears nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Down the left sideline. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Quan Martin.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
They're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Gibson with the solid pickup there, and the Commanders love using his ability in a variety of roles. Led the team with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards in 2022. He can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second and 7. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, here's Gibson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On the move to his left. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now Fields. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A gain there of 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Fields. It's caught. Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's second and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Robinson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the ball. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
They'll come up first and 10 here. On first down, it's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked